Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You can get a job in the Middle East simply by trying or by magic, through others or by fluke. Remember that competition is everywhere. Some here, some there, but bam! Loy Machedo is the best.
All right, it's that time of the month whereby I give you movie reviews. As you know, I watch movies, but very rarely or very sparingly. And it's honestly speaking pretty much a challenge for me to find good movies. I don't know why. Is it because I'm become old or age is catching up? So I'm very selective which movies I watch. In fact, if a movie comes out, seriously, huh? I'm not joking. I will check the reviews. I will check what people have to say. I will check, is it worth my time? And only then I will decide to watch it. Like, for example, The Equalizer. I'm actually watching it now. I didn't think that I would like it very much, but then because it looked like too much of blood and gore. Equalizer 1 was good, 2 was so average, 3, the trailer, I hated it. But then when I checked reviews of people who I respect, they were like, yeah, it's kind of good, not bad. So finally, I forced myself to watch it. I watched, I think, 20% of the movie, still more is left. So, that's the kind of guy I am. I'm very careful about the movies. I don't know, maybe because I value my free time. So, in this list that I'll give you, it's around 21 movies. I don't know how long it'll take. I'm hoping maybe within 20 minutes. So, you'll come to know which movies you must watch, absolutely watch, according to me. Which movies are okay, not bad, it's a good movie. Then we have average. Then we have bad, where you expect it to be good, but it turns out to be pathetic. And then there is movies you have to avoid at all costs. So I made it 5-star is must watch, 4-star is a good movie, 3-star is average, not bad, you'll not regret it, 2-star is bad, disappointing, and 1-star is just avoid, you're just wasting your time, you'll regret watching it. Okay, so let's start with totally avoid onwards. So the first one that I would say totally avoid, completely avoid, even if someone pays you money to watch it, is The Black Demon. The Black Demon this is more like one of those shark movies, this massive big shark, and I was hoping that at least it'll be something like Jaws or something. You see the poster itself, it kind of makes you look like, Black Demon. But then the movie is so badly done. It's like, come on, man. Are you serious? It is such a immature movie. It is so badly made that you'll just, and it's not that there are bad actors. I was pretty surprised. What's his name? Josh Lucas was acting in that. I was surprised that he even accepted this movie. And this guy who acted in Sicario, Julio Cesar Cedillo. Yeah. So very disappointing. Terrible movie. Terrible. Please don't watch it. Seriously, don't watch it. It was very painful to watch. And then the next movie, which is in the same line of a shark, is The Meg, The Trench. I can't believe it. What is wrong with Jason Statham? I mean, I respect the guy. I love his movies. But I think he's reaching that point in his life where he knows that I better grab whatever movies I can. Otherwise, I'll not get anything. This movie was so bad. I mean, it's like, the director, who's the director? Wait, let me check who's the director. I'll tell you. The director is, I don't know if the director, Ben Wheatley, who's this guy? I don't know. What movies has he directed? High Rise, Kill List, Rebecca, In the Earth. I don't know if he's such a good director, but terrible movie, man. And I'll tell you what is horrible about this movie. Sorry, spoilers. Anyway, don't watch it. If you want to watch it, then better don't listen because I'm going to give you spoilers now. Okay, so in Meg 2, these are the spoilers. You have a little bit of Abyss. You have a little bit of Deep Impact. You have a little bit of uh, I don't know, a shark movie, Jaws. Then you have a little bit of it's like he has taken a little bit of Aliens. So he has taken the director has taken a little bit of everything and tried to make a mishmash. And where this movie is supposed to be about a shark, about a Meg, the first, I think, almost 60% of the movie there's no shark. And then when the shark comes, there's hardly any shark. There's absolutely no blood. And then when finally in the ending, they save the shark towards the ending. By the way, they also have Jurassic Park in that, a little bit of that. I mean, what are you doing, man? And then finally towards the ending, I think you had a little bit of Jurassic Park, a little bit of this mega octopus and the shark. And there's not one shark, there are three sharks. And it's so cartoonish. Jason Statham on a speedboat is killing these mega sharks which cannot be killed by anyone else. You know, like cartoonish. It's better you watch a South Indian action movie. It makes more sense than watching this. Terrible. I don't know why Jason Statham even did this movie. So 1 star, please avoid this. Okay, now moving to bad, which was disappointing. And by bad, I mean you expect it to be good, but they really disappoint. And the first one is Transformers Rise of the Beast. Now, I'm not one of those persons who shits on Michael Bay, but you know, I really admire the creativity that they put into making these movies, you know, changing from a machine. It's good. It's kind of nice. You see a car become this thing, Bumblebee, then what is his name? That truck character, whatever. But where I got disappointed with this movie is it was good. I would have given it a 3 or 3.5. But the ending sucked so badly. Oh my goodness. I was like, oh man, come on. You can't do this to me. Sorry, again, spoilers. The ending was so cartoonish, man. It's like he tried to make it one of those wartime movies like Avengers, where so many robots and so many this fight. And I'll just give one dialogue which this guy is saying what Autobots, and then the other guy is saying, you know, both are machines. Maximilians, let's roll together. So Autobots, Maximilians, let's roll. What are you doing, man? Come on, this is so cartoonish. And I'll tell you, this might surprise you, but the ending, I struggled to watch the ending. I was like, I didn't want to watch the ending, but I was like, just see it and finish it off, yeah. And it took me nearly, I think, 2 weeks to convince myself to watch the ending. So I admire the graphics, I admire the creativity. Story was crap, especially the ending. I mean, he took it all the way to 80% and then messed it up big time, especially the ending. So the other one where I got really disappointed with this movie is I never thought Marvel would stoop so low. Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. You know, here I'll give credit to Jonathan Majors, who was the villain, Kang. There was a little bit of depth to him, but rest everything was so cartoony. I was like, what are you doing, man? And there's this forced humor that they try to make it silly. The movie starts right away and they go into this quantum mania, whatever. But I mean, apart from the main villain who really gave substance, rest everything is so terrible. I mean, I felt I was watching a cartoon and they try to make it like a Star Wars-ish kind of thing. It just didn't work out for me, man. I was just like, what is this? The graphics were cartoonish, the CGI was cartoonish, And they try to make it like, I don't know, disgusting jokes like he's putting his hands into the creature and have you ever put your hands into something or come on, man. And the main villain, that villain with the big head, I don't know what's his name here. That itself, I don't know how could they even agree to that. Terrible, man, terrible. They really ruined this series. If you really want to destroy a franchise, I would say create something like this. And that also, Ant-Man was supposed to be comedic. They made him a serious hero, and then the whole thing was a mess. The whole thing was a total mess, total disappointment. I was very upset. So Ant-Man, bad. Okay, so now comes 3 stars. 3 stars means average. Means if you don't have any other movie to watch, please watch this. And the first one is Hunter Killer, 2018. I was surprised that this movie I didn't even know existed. A thriller, and Gerald Butler is acting in this. It's more like a suspense, USA, Russia kind of a thriller. Gary Oldman is there, Gerald Butler is there, and this villain. What is that villain's name here? A villain. I don't know if you can call him villain. This guy, Michael Nyqvist. Nyqvist. Very good acting. I really liked his acting. He's a very deep actor, Swedish actor, very powerful. He has acted in quite a number of movies like Mission Impossible. Then I liked him. I really liked it. The girl who played with fire. I haven't watched that here. But anyway, it's a nice movie. It's a nice movie. I was surprised. The only disappointment and the reason why I gave it a average, they messed up the ending. The ending was so abrupt. I mean, it takes you throughout the movie and you're really like suspense in your head. And then you keep wondering like, my goodness, such a good movie. Like, how could it not, hit the box office? Why is it not big? And then you see the ending and you realize, oh, come on. Couldn't you put some effort? Couldn't you reshoot or change the story? Everything was great. The ending, they messed it up. Sad. But this was recommended to me by one of my friends, Hunter Killer. Gerald Butler, not bad. Kind of liked it. Okay. The next one, which is average, nice, not bad. Horror movie. Horror kind of the same, but horror fantasy. Dracula. This guy, what is his name? Nice acting, huh? The story was deep. It gave you a little bit of emotion. Vlad. Luke Evans, he acted well. Sarah is okay, the female, but I kind of liked Luke Evans more. So this movie is not bad, good story, pretty deep. But I don't know, maybe something was missing. Maybe because we've seen so many Dracula movies, it's pretty hard. But overall, it kept me interested. The heartbreaking part was pretty good, not bad. But then, like I said, if you have no other movie to watch the movie. It kind of has a storyline to it. And average throughout, doesn't disappoint at any point. But overall, I give it a 3. Okay, so now comes the 4-star movies. 4-star movies are like very good movies, but something is missing which doesn't make it perfect. Okay, and you'll be surprised at some of my selection. So the first one is The Flash. I know many people didn't like this, but I liked it. I really liked it. Michael Keaton is good. This guy, what's his name? Ezra Miller, even with all his scandals. Ben Affleck, not bad, huh? I was surprised. I thought this movie would really suck. But Ezra Miller, he has really messed up his image with all the scandals. Michael Keaton was good. Not bad. Brought back a lot of good memories. Ben Affleck was also good. I kind of liked all three of them. I was surprised with the, what's her name? Supergirl, Sasha Chal. It's a good movie, huh? By the way, it's a good movie. I kind of enjoyed it. I would highly recommend that you watch. Me at least, me being a comic book fan, I kind of liked it. They brought back a lot of memories, especially of the Batman versus Superman. I don't know, even that, many people were disappointed with Batman versus Superman. I was not. And they make a lot of old cameos which never actually took place. Oh, that part brought back, oh, bloody hell, man. You must see it. I kind of liked it. Even this guy, what is his name? Michael Shannon. Michael Shannon was General Zod. So good. I gave it 4 out of 5. I never thought I would like it so much. I was actually expecting to be disappointed, but you'll be surprised to know I watched the whole movie in one go. So it qualifies. Next one is Guy Ritchie's The Covenant. This surprised me because this movie has depth to it. It's a 2023 release. Guy Ritchie is this thing. I didn't think it would be so deep and meaningful in terms of its storyline. Jake Gyllenhaal definitely delivers a very good performance. But I was very surprised with this guy, Dar Salim. I didn't know much about him, but after watching this movie, I would say I hope he gets more serious roles. Very good, very well done. A very deep story, very powerful, very military based. It's not just one of those senseless shoot in the war movie, or just because we are Americans we are superior. No, they show the dark side of war, and Guy Ritchie really put a lot of substance. So if you're looking at strong characters, you need to watch this movie. So I would recommend this movie really very well. Okay, the next one is an oldie. This is 2012. Steven Spielberg's Lincoln. Now, the reason why I gave this a one of the all-time greatest movies, a 4 out of 5, is because I'm not very well versed with the history of Lincoln, and it's a slow burn movie. It's not an action movie. It's not fast. You really have to pay attention. And I caught myself many a times stopping the movie, watching the Wikipedia, trying to understand the biographical nature of this. Very good acting. By the way, the acting is like you can literally feel it. Daniel Day-Lewis is the all-time greatest. Sarah Field as his wife, very good job. Tommy Lee Jones, oh, the guy deserves an Oscar for this. I don't know if they've received Oscars for this movie, but unbelievable. Joseph Gordon-Levitt, very good. Then I really like their acting here. Each one, they really have put their heart and soul into the characters of the movie. Lincoln is very deep, very profound, but it's a movie that you have to be in the frame of mind to watch it. It's not like a very entertaining, fun movie. So I had to watch it in bits and pieces and also do a little bit of reference check to find out more about it. Okay, then the next two you'll be like, no way, you'll have mixed reviews. But the Guardians of the Galaxy, I liked it. I kind of liked it, but not up to the level which I thought. I think a very predictable script. It was fun, but it's not. I think it's slowly dying out. But this one, it wasn't as bad as I thought. I really was expecting it to be worse. Where is that? Images. Okay, so the guys, they really put a little, they put their effort. You can say that much, and everyone was having fun in the movie. You can literally feel the cast. Wait, where is the cast? This one. Chris Pratt, as usual, great personality. Zoe Saldana, good, entertaining. Adam Warlock, his character, I was a little surprised. He comes across, he was the new character that was there, not bad. Sean Gunn, first time I'm actually paying attention to him. Then Nebula as usual, good. Groot, voice acting was Vin Diesel's voice acting. Dave Bautista really is enjoying, and I think he knows that it's the end of the franchise for him, so they all put in their effort. So overall, as a team, I would say they did their best. Not the finest Guardians of the Galaxy, but not bad either. I would highly recommend if you want to see something that is entertaining. Okay. Now this one, you'll crucify me. You'll say, are you serious? I never thought I would like Fast and Furious. This is Fast X. Seriously, I'm telling you, I was like, this movie is going to be a disaster. I didn't even want to watch it. I was just like, okay, I'll clean and I'll watch it. But to my surprise, as I started to watch it more, I kind of liked it. I was like, okay, not bad. Jason Momoa's character is kind of questionable. They try to make it a bit more like a very solid villain. Yeah, they could work on it, but the biggest drawback of the whole movie is there are so many characters, so many. It's just impossible to focus on one. So if you're looking at characterization, no, there is none. If you're looking at storyline, it's very average. Um, Storyline is okay. I'll take that back. Storyline is not average. Storyline is good. It's entertaining. Action sequence, well, it's Fast X. What do you expect? Yeah, Fast and Furious. So obviously flying and all that. But there are some twists and turns in the movie that I never expected. I'll not spoil it for you. Do watch it. I found it entertaining because sometimes you just want to take your mind away. So if you're going to watch this movie expecting meaningful dialogues, expecting it to be something that would really add value to your life, zero. But if you know what you're getting into, you'll find this very entertaining. So if you can suspend your disbelief and forgive Vin Diesel for all the nonsense previous franchise, I felt this was much better. Okay, now comes the must watch movies. Okay, must watch movies, which I don't care what anyone says, I found it must watch. The first one is The Patriot. It's a 2000 movie that came out. Mel Gibson is starring that. Very strong performances, very strong characterizations. I loved Mel Gibson's acting. Oh, there is that scene of the father and daughter, the father and son. I cry so many times when Mel Gibson is at his best. Jason Isaac, who is the villain, brilliant. The late Heath Ledger is also there. Watch this movie. I mean, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. No matter how many times I see it, it's never enough, man. I just love watching this movie. It's truly a classic, truly a classic. Very deep characters, and many of them really put their heart and soul into this movie. So I would say if you're really looking for a meaningful war movie, watch this. I loved it. I really loved it. And I think Mel Gibson really carried the whole movie on his shoulders, especially the villain, Jason Isaac, very well. And that what is that British guy's name? Yeah, that the chap who's the British general. Uh, Chris Cooper is very good. Chris Cooper as one of the generals. I think it's Leon Rippey. No, 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 no. Tom Wilkinson. Tom Wilkinson, yeah, as the General Lord of the British Army. Whoa, what acting! Yeah, brilliant. All the actors have done a good job, especially the children. So please watch The Patriot. I watched the extended cut. I don't know what is the difference. Now there'll be a series of movies, which is one, two, three, four parts. So I'll give you the first one. It's The Avengers. That is the 2012 movie when Loki was the main villain. Very nice. Age of Ultron was even better. I mean, all of them. There's no single actor or actress who overshadowed everyone else. Then Infinity War. Oh, Infinity War, I would give it to what's his name? The villain Thanos, Josh Brolin. He really delivered. I mean, more than even Robert Downey Jr. Without him, Avengers wouldn't be what it is. I would say that it is Josh Brolin who has Thanos who really defined what a villain is all about. Hey, by the way, this is a fun fact. You know this image that they show for the trailer where Captain America is running with Hulk and all that. This was a misleading poster that they gave because it's not actually happening this way. So this was a little bit of controversy when the movie came out. And the finals, end game, what a masterpiece, man. What a masterpiece. No matter how many times I've seen this movie, the ending war, the fight, you can see it on YouTube, when that Captain America is like alone and he's crying and he knows it's the end. And then suddenly, the portal opens up and he says, Captain, on to your left or right? And he looks and then it's only Ibo Bep. That guy, what's his name? He died, no? The late actor. Uh, what's his name? Yeah, come on. Who starred in this one? Chadwick Boseman, Black Panther. Man, all of them did a marvelous job. But Josh Brolin, without him, I would say the Avengers wouldn't exist. as the main villain. So Avengers 2012, 2012, 2015, 2018, and 2019. Avengers must watch. All of them. All of them. Then comes Taken, and especially Liam Neeson's dialogue. I don't know who you are. I don't know what. When he's talking to the guy who kidnapped his daughter, he says, "But I have a special set of skills, and I'll find you, and I'll kill you." Ooh, no matter how many times I've seen that scene, it's a classic, man. Liam Neeson's Taken Part 1. I don't know about Part 2 and Part 3. It's terrible. Not as good as Taken, but Taken Part 1, which came out in 2008. Yeah, I mean, masterful. And I especially love the fact that he tells his daughter, listen to me and all that. She doesn't listen, but finally in the end, he's right. I would say that it's only Liam Neeson who carries the whole movie. Rest all the stars, average performance, but he did it well. So Taken 2008. And how many more? 4 more movies. Schindler's List. Once again, Liam Neeson. Schindler's List is a movie that is very deep. You really have to, do a little bit of, digging with history, or at least read Wikipedia. I had to, this is the third time or fourth time I'm watching it throughout my life. And I begin to appreciate the movie more and more as I watch it, because it's a 1993 movie. Steven Spielberg, it's black and white. But as you watch it more and more, you truly realize that Steven Spielberg did his best to remain true to the real incidents. He didn't try to make it entertaining. He didn't try to make it fun. He didn't twist things or manipulate facts. He tried to present it exactly the way it is, and master storytelling. Master. So I read the Wikipedia, I watched it again. And this time when I watched it with the subtitles, and I watched it slowly. And I'll tell you, Ben Kingsley and Liam Neeson together, what a masterful performance. Yeah, masterful. Ralph Fiennes, these three guys, the way they have performed, the way they have delivered, I don't think there is anybody who could have taken that role. And I think they have won multiple Oscars for this movie. Brilliant. It's a masterpiece. If you like slow movies, meaningful movies, you must watch this. Then, action movie. This one, I don't know, Edge of Tomorrow 2014. I really love this. It is more like, Groundhog Day. I love watching this movie. I've watched it so many times. I still might watch it again. I like it that much. Sadly, I don't know, there are some people who don't like it. Emily Blunt, Tom Cruise, what a performance. What a masterpiece of a performance, They really delivered the goods. Even Bill Paxton and Brendan Gleeson, they do a good job, by the way. So it's, sadly, it seems that they wanted to make part 2, but they're still in discussion. Emily Blunt said she wanted a part 2. And if a part 2 comes, I would be the happiest guy. Edge of Tomorrow, I've watched it so many times. I don't know, even though I've recommended this to many people, not many people like it that much, but I love it. Edge of Tomorrow is a masterpiece. It came out in 2014. Please watch it. Then comes the movie which I watched, 1990, Dances with Wolves. A movie that will forever remain as a classic. Kevin Costner, each and every actor in this movie. Each and every actor, whether it is the guys who play the Red Indians, you have legendary actors like this guy, Wes Studi, you have Kevin Costner, Graham Greene, Rodney Grant. These guys, some of them have acted as Red Indians, and they did a brilliant job. Kevin Costner, in those heydays, if he acted in any movie, you know that it is a masterpiece. I love this movie. It's a classic, man. It's a historical movie. It's a powerful movie. It's a deep movie. And you just don't get bored watching this movie. I highly recommend if anybody wants to watch this movie. It's more like The Last of the Mohicans. Maybe I'll watch that movie again. But very powerful movie. And who directed? I think it was Kevin Costner who directed this. Was it Kevin Costner? One second. I think Kevin Costner himself directed this. Yeah, It was directed by Kevin Costner. What a brilliant movie, man. What a brilliant movie. This is a movie that will forever remain in your collection if you have it. And last, if not the least, the biggest surprise, I didn't know this movie was that good. I just saw a trailer, a small scene, and I was like, man, I need to watch this. Chaz Palminteri, Robert De Niro, and they star in this A Bronx Tale, 1993. Powerful story, huh? I didn't think I would like it so very much. I thought it was average, and it's directed by Robert De Niro. So I remember seeing this wallpaper when I was young. I used to always think like, is this a good movie? Because I remember watching Goodfellas and all that. So Bronx Tale is really good, huh? Bronx Tale is really good, and it shows one is a father figure, one is a guy who's not a father but is acting like a father figure, and it shows the pure Italian mafia kind of, like the Goodfellas kind of feel. It has a Goodfellas kind of feel to it. I like the story. It's a slow, this thing movie. A lot of dialogues, a lot of characterization, and in the end, you really enjoy it. It's not bad. But I know many people would give it a 4 out of 5, or maybe 3 out of 5. But I felt this is a classic that should always be watched. Anyway, so these are the movies that I watched. How many minutes got over? Let me just check. Where is? I don't know. I think it's roughly 20 minutes, whatever the time. So I hope you enjoyed this movie review. These are the movies. If you have recommended movies, let me know what they are. And I would love to maybe watch some good movies and give you my thoughts about it. So good, bad, ugly, feel free, comment down below. It's me signing off. You guys take care.